champ, how are you doing? Welcome into another amazing session. I'm your master teacher Shivam Gupta. In today's class, we are going to learn how to find the solution of a quadratic equation while making it a perfect square. So let's get started, champ. So in this class, we will see that what are the steps to make it a complete perfect square. Then we will see that in which case we will get a rational, irrational and a no real root. So champ, let's say bache, that we have to make a quadratic equation a perfect square. So first of all, let's see how to make any quadratic equation a perfect square. Champ, let's say we have an equation x square minus 2x minus 3 equal to 0. Okay champ. Now what we will do first, my first step will be what? Divide the both sides, the right hand side and the left hand side, with the coefficient of x square. Whatever is the coefficient of x square, divide both the sides, because we have to make sure that coefficient of x square always be 1. Now after that, what to do? Simply transfer the constant term to the other side. Simple, transfer the constant term to the other side. Okay. Now champ, what to do? This left hand side, now we will try to make the left hand side to a perfect square. And how to make it a perfect square? We will add a term both the side, left hand side and the right hand side, we will add a term. So in this case we have added plus 1. But how to make sure that what should we add it? So champ, this is the term which we have to add. What is the formula? Coefficient of x divided by 2 to the square. What is the coefficient of x? Is minus 2. Minus 2 divided by 2 is minus 1 square. Minus 1 square is plus 1. So that's why I have added plus 1 both the sides. Now champ, after this step, okay. Now champ, after this step, my left hand side is always a perfect square. After these many steps, my left hand side is always a perfect square. Now what to do, champ? Simply take the square root on both sides. After taking the square root on both sides, this will be what? X minus 1 equal to plus minus under root of 4. Okay, very good. Now champ, under root of 4 is what? 2. So x minus 1 equal to plus minus 2. So from here, one time x minus 1 is equal to 2. So I will get x equal to 3, and one time x minus 1 equal to minus 2. So x equal to minus 1. And these x equal to minus 1 and 3 are the roots of a quadratic equation. I hope it is clear. Very good. Now champ, let's say champ, we have one more quadratic equation, 2x square minus 7x plus 6 equal to 0. Now champ, what we will do first? We will divide by a coefficient of x square. So champ, when we will divide the coefficient of x square, I will be getting this. Now what? Take the constant term to the other side. I took the constant term to the other side. Now both the side we have to add one term. And what is that term? Coefficient of x divided by 2 whole square. So that will be what? 7 by 4 to the whole square. So champ, I have added 7 by 4 to the whole square both the sides. Now my left hand side is always the perfect square. My left hand side is always the perfect square, and right hand side is coming to be 1 upon 16. Now champ, after getting a square root on both the sides, what we are getting? X minus 7 upon 4 is equal to plus minus 1 upon 4. So one time consider plus 1 upon 4 and one time consider minus 1 upon 4. We will get 2 roots. But in this case, both the roots are rational roots. Okay, so now the question is that champ, is it necessary that my roots are always rational? Let's figure it out. So champ, let's say we have a quadratic equation x square plus 5x plus 1 equal to 0. Now let's try to figure out the root of this quadratic equation with the help of perfect square method. So champ, what we will do? X square coefficient is 1. So we will take the constant term to the other side. I am getting this x squared plus 5x equal to minus 1. Now on both the side, we will add 5 divided by 2 whole square. So after adding 5 divided by 2 whole square, both the side, this left hand side is always the perfect square. Left hand side is always the perfect square. Right hand side is coming out to be 21 upon 4. Now champ, I will take the square root on both the sides. So after taking the square root and finding the value of x, I am getting this under root 21 divided by 2 term. And this under root 21, champ, right? This under root 21 is what? Is the irrational number. So that means the two roots which we are getting in this quadratic equation, both the roots are irrational values, right champ? Champ, in this one we got the irrational. Now let's see, can we get the no real roots also? So for this quadratic, my x square coefficient is already 1. So I will take the constant term to the other side. After that, I have added coefficient of x divided by 2 to the whole square. That means I have added 1 on both the sides. Now champ, after adding 1 on both the sides, my left hand side is always a perfect square. But champ, the right hand side is coming out to be minus 1. Now champ, the right hand side is minus 1. So after taking the square root, square root of minus 1 does not exist, right? The quantity inside the under root cannot be negative. Otherwise, that will be a non-real value. And that is why x plus 1 to the whole square cannot be minus 1. Otherwise, my x will be non-real values. That's why no real root exists. I hope it is clear, champ. Okay, very good. Okay, so now, champ, for this special case where the roots are non-real, so in that case, my parabola, the curve of the quadratic, won't be touching the x-axis in the case of no real root. Okay, so now, champ, let's summarize our class. Champ, in this class, we have seen how to make any quadratic equation a perfect square. First of all, we have to make sure that coefficient of x square is always 1. If it is not, then we will divide by that coefficient on right hand side as well as left hand side. After that, we will add some term on both the sides after transferring the constant term. And what that term will be? Coefficient of x divided by 2 the whole square. After that, champ, my left hand side is always a perfect square. Take the square root on both the sides. We will get the value of x. I hope it is clear. Champ, that's it for this class. I hope you got it, that what we have learned. Okay, so don't forget to practice and be safe and keep smiling.